Thank you so much, guys. 100 fucking million times over. I know I've said it a lot. I can't believe that I get to do this. Whether you're here to support the venue or here because you see something that you wanted to see in this, I don't know, but I found a place where I am able to accept life and existence, and I've not always found it that easy. I used to be a primary school teacher. A lot of people will know this and some will not. And I wrote this song when I was a school teacher in a little village called Crediton in Devon. And I was in the midst of what I call a storm. But that is a mental health crisis. I was unable to get myself out of bed. I was unable to do the job that was expected of me. I tend to put a lot of pressure on myself, more than anybody else does. And even if I'm told not to do that, it doesn't work like that. I have to do the best I can possibly do, but my best is not as good as I wish it could be. So I am a perfectionist who cannot achieve perfection. And in the midst of this storm, every day I was waking up, and not just in this time, but in the whole of the previous 20 years of my life, I wake up with this pit in my stomach, a feeling of unease, of uncertainty, of fear, of worry, of something is not right, something is not okay. Even if everything is fucking great, it could be Christmas morning and everything is brilliant, but I still have this pit in my stomach like something is not wrong. It's a sense of unease. And I wrote this song on a really odd day. It was just a regular day, but it was a day when I woke up ready to anticipate everything that I'd experienced from the previous 20 years of my life, ready to feel shit that I was letting everybody down again, letting my mum down, letting the school down, letting the kids down. And I woke up, and that feeling, that pit, that in my stomach, that anxiousness, just, it wasn't there. And I felt nothing. I mean nothing in the most positive and beautiful sense of the word, because I didn't feel anything negative for the first time and I don't know how long. And so I got up and I did something incredibly unremarkable to many that day. I got out of bed, I cleaned myself and I put on fresh clothes and I stepped outside the door. Things that some people do every single day without question, without even thinking about it. So to some, that's not a big deal, but to me, that was the best possible thing that's ever happened to me and that I could have done that day, and it was a big step. And I went for a walk around Crediton, and for those of you who don't know, Crediton is a bit of a shithole. But on this day, it was the most beautiful place I have ever seen and ever been. And I just walked, and I walked, and I walked, and I felt the sun on my skin. I listened to birds singing. I listened to children playing in the park. And I felt like everything was worth it. But I knew this wasn't going to last. I knew from years and years of experiencing this that storms come and they go and they come back. And it could have been as much as I had one day to embrace it and to appreciate it. So I went home and I wrote this song, which initially began as a reminder to myself that if the clouds did come out the next day, if the storm did reform above me, it's okay. Because there is every slight possibility that the day after that, the sun will come out again. And if not the day after that, or if a week later, if there's hope, then somehow it's a little bit easier to hold on. So if you are in the midst of a storm at the moment, please hold on. If you are able to, please talk. I do this because it fucking helps. I've stopped going to therapy because of gigs. It's great, it saved me fucking loads.